them hit them. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. It's the Chiefs and the Bills, under the lights on Sunday night.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a... gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this across. 5 before going out of bounds. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard to the 43, 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To the air, Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On play action, Allen rolling to his left. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Allen, 99 yards on the ground in this first half. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gregory Rousseau, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued did on the last one.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
1 more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here we go. Allen off the play fake.
goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On the move to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From the 38, Allen. He's got him in, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. 113 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Eluding the pressure right. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Allen going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Holding, offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offense offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf, 27 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Now a throw here to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
Travis Kelce. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And all the way in
for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 78 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On second down and 4, Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Off play action, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stumped up in the backfield. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
I
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing now is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Allen going to go on fourth down. It's complete to Lockett. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On first down, Allen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Holding. Defense.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So Allen's going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Personal foul. Defense.
So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Carter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.